everyone. So today is a little bit of a different video for me. It's more of a sit down and chit chatty kind of video, mostly because especially over this past year, but more so over the last 2 years, I've experienced a lot of changes in kind of how I approach beauty and how I approach makeup and kind of my channel and the things that I built my channel on when I was younger. And I'm definitely becoming a lot more interested in things like sustainability and minimizing waste and being anti-consumerist and that kind of thing. So this is kind of a video that I've been thinking about, and it's one of a series of videos that I'm interested in making about those kind of topics. So please let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in hearing about. It kind of got spurred on in 2019 when I was inspired by Hannah Louise Poston, like a lot of people were, I think, to do a no-buy year. In 2018, Hannah Louise Poston started her YouTube channel to document her year of no spending. So she set herself some very strict rules, which is basically that she wasn't allowed to buy anything that wasn't a replacement product for an entire year. And I then took on that challenge in 2019 myself. I'll link down below. I did a few blog posts about it, but I don't think I ever quite concluded it. I kept it kind of more in my own life, not on my internet life. But that kind of challenge really helped me look at the way that I was spending money and what I was buying and kind of my relationship with waste, particularly in my beauty products. I realized, like a lot of project planners do, that you just don't have enough time to finish all the stuff that you buy if you're buying at the rate that kind of the beauty industry and YouTube and that kind of hyper consumerism asks you to. So I started looking really hard at my spending in 2019, and then this year in 2020 I set myself a goal as well of finishing the year with less objects than I started it with. So that included some decluttering. I drastically decluttered my beauty collection. Some things expired and I had to throw them away, but a lot of them I passed on to friends and family. I also have been spending a lot of time developing a personal style during the pandemic, during lockdown, you know, finding kind of designers that I'm interested in that stock my size, because I am plus size, and just kind of developing that for myself. So those are the kind of things that I've been doing over the last 2 years, and let me know if you'd be interested in hearing any more about them. But onto the video that I have for you today. So I was thinking about what kind of were the results of my 2019 no-buy year and how it impacted my beauty spending and the things that I've now stopped buying. So these are 10 beauty products or beauty ideas, beauty concepts, beauty categories that I don't buy anymore. The first is face primer. I gave this up pretty early on in 2019 when I finished all my face primers and didn't want to buy another one. I wear really light coverage, dewy cream products on my skin, and I like them to wear off evenly throughout the day. I like it to look natural and a bit smudgy. I don't wear things that I want to last 16 hours, so I don't really see the point of a face primer at all. I do make one exception in that I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This I kind of use like a liquid highlighter underneath my makeup to make it even dewier, even glowier, but other than that product, I don't purchase face primer. And kind of along the same vein, I also don't purchase setting sprays. I don't see the point of them. I think most of them don't do a whole lot anyway, and even if they did, what they're doing is something that I don't really want them to do. So those two categories I was really happy to let go of, especially at the end of 2019 when I saw the packaging that I'd used up throughout the year and thought about how that plastic and the product inside the packaging didn't actually add anything to my life or really got me where I wanted to be. So I decided to stop buying those things. The third thing is makeup brushes. So I used to be really big into makeup brushes, and every IMATS I would go and buy a few $100s worth of Hakuhodo brushes. I also really loved buying brush sets like from Sigma and Zoeva, and I got to a point in 2019 and then again this year as well where I kind of realized that once I've got a brush that works I don't need to find a replacement for it. Even if there is one that's better out there on the market, I already have one that works for me, so I can just use that one. And if I take care of my brushes, then they can last me many years. So there's actually no need to have so many brushes. As well, something that I found, I love blush brushes in particular, but over the last 2 years, I've kind of accepted that I only really wear cream blush, so there's no need to have like 6 blush brushes because I don't apply my cream blush with a brush. So along with that as well, one of my other things that I've stopped buying are powder blushes. I just decided that cream blush is my preferred formula, so I don't buy powder anymore, even though there are some really beautiful ones on the market. I have 2, and I know I'll have them for many years, and many years more than I've already had them, and I don't need to buy any more. I'd rather buy cream. 2 other makeup products that I kind of realized aren't really the aesthetic that I want for my makeup are lip liners and liquid lipsticks. So I have 2 lip liners and I have 2 liquid lipsticks, and I've had more in the past, particularly through like 2015, 2016, 2017, when liquid lipsticks were pretty much the only thing anyone was releasing. I struggled a bit, and I knew they were really hyped, hence I bought into a few of them. But in reality, the only thing that I want to wear on my lips is a lip gloss, a tinted lip balm, and maybe a nice creamy satin lipstick. I never really want to wear a liquid lipstick that sets down or anything like that. And because I wear really kind of sheer glossy products, I don't really need a lip liner either, because I don't need a hard to find lip line. Then the last kind of makeup product, or I guess general category, at the beginning of 2020, I decided that I was going to go cruelty-free with my beauty products. I've stuck to that pretty well. I am finding it difficult with perfume and skincare to find cruelty-free products that I can purchase again and again. Skincare is getting a little easier, and I've kind of decided to give up on trying to find cruelty-free perfume. The industry is just a lot more opaque with how they test products and how they kind of develop them, so I'm just gonna kind of leave that one and do the best that I can in other categories. So that was one of the things that I no longer purchase are products that are not cruelty-free. The next 2 are skincare products. So firstly, I've pretty much completely stopped buying toner or essence products. I understand the point of them, that they're like added boosts of hydration, but I find I would just rather use another serum or a more hydrating moisturizer than add another plastic bottle to my routine, particularly those kind of like spray toners. I just don't really see how they can do much more than water sprayed out of a bottle onto your face, so I've just kind of eliminated that category entirely from my skincare routine and really cut that whole routine down from like the 10-step Korean routine down to something a lot more manageable and something that I can reliably do every single day. So in keeping with that as well, I've also stopped purchasing masks or like at-home treatments. I do occasionally feel inclined to get like a mud mask. Like I really love the one from the Body Shop, the Himalayan charcoal mask or mud mask, whatever, the one in the blue packaging. But I guess they just don't really provide the benefits that I want from them, especially considering some can get pretty pricey. I find that my skin responds best when I do my standard skincare routine every single day, and I don't really deviate too much with any kind of special treatments or exfoliators or masks or anything like that. It kind of is fine if I just stick to my regular routine. So I have completely eliminated masks and treatments from my routine. And then number 10, the last thing that I no longer buy is SelfTanner. I know there is like a section of YouTube, a section of the beauty community that really religiously self-tans. I find especially UK YouTubers tend to really love self-tan. I don't know if that's because they don't get as much sun as maybe the LA-based YouTubers, But I am very pale, as you can probably see. I'm very, very pale, and I look ghostly when I first start wearing shorts in summertime. But I've kind of grown to accept that and accept that I am just ghostly pale. I don't really like the look of SelfTanner. I don't like the process of applying it or the process of removing it. And it's incredibly expensive if you want to do it regularly or maintain that facade throughout an entire summer season. So I just, a few years ago, let that go. Just let that go entirely. I now embrace my very pale skin and my occasional very funky tan lines. So there you go, those are 10 beauty products that I have decided to stop buying over the last few years for various reasons. Some of it is about kind of coming to accept your own beauty routine and what you like putting on your body, and other things it was coming to terms with the benefit that it was giving to me versus the waste that it was creating. I especially find with things like sheet masks, I let those go even though I love the experience of using a sheet mask. I don't buy them anymore because I cannot stand the single-use waste of it. There just seems to be no real point. I can buy a serum and apply that to my face every single day and only use one bottle, as opposed to applying a sheet mask every single day that does the same thing and then throwing it out every single day. So if you're kind of interested in these more like sustainability, personal chatty videos, please let me know if you would like to see some more, and let me know any suggestions of things you'd like to see. I know later this month I will be filming kind of some wrap-ups of all the products that I purchased this year, as well as my yearly empties video, which was very popular in 2019. So let me know if this is the kind of thing that you're interested in seeing from me. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.